do this. One, you can use a potato. The other one, you can use a lemon. There's many other ways to do this. You can use voodoo dolls, you can use wax images, you can use onion. Anything that you can associate a person to in some way, like as far as lemons souring someone's life, or onions making someone cry, or, you know, just something that will rot their life. If that's kind of the direction that you're going in, then if it makes sense to you, use it. We're going to begin, so take notes. You're going to need some black push pins. You're going to need some black thread. You can use twine, but if you're going to use a colored thread, make sure that it's black for this work anyway. You're gonna need a knife. If you prefer, you can wear gloves. You are going to need Florida water. This is the way I like to do it, is holy water. You're going to need control oil. You can also use things like banishing oil, war water. So war water is to get rid of someone, to make them go away from you. You can also use hot foot powder. You can, depending on how baneful you want to go, you can use destruction oils and things like that. So first thing you're going to do, take your Florida water and cleanse and purify your object. Cleanse and purify this object. So this is not going to be very extravagant. It is just going to be the basics, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these in half. You will not use brown paper if you're doing anything positive. If you're doing love work, money, protection, that will be white paper. But in this case, we're using brown paper. You're going to write your target's name on the paper 4 times. So we have Jane Doe, born, we'll say 1100. So do that 4 times, Jane. When you're doing this though, you need to take your time and write their full name and their date of birth. And as you're writing it, you're gonna say, John so-and-so Doe, born February 2nd of 2002. When you do any kind of baneful petitions, do not fold these towards you. You wanna fold them away from you, okay? If it's love or protection or prosperity, then you will fold those to you. These are to be folded away from you. And if you have to turn your paper at this point, you go counterclockwise and again, fold away. Counterclockwise, fold away. And then you're going to put that into your potato. And if you want it to fit in there better, you can carve a hole. So it's gonna be like this, but I secure them with pins anyway, and then plus you're still gonna bind them. But if that bothers you, that it's sitting up a little, then you can go ahead and cut a hole in here. You could stick it in there like that. And it does make a nice little pouch. And you can even fill this with some of your stuff. So that's also optional. Okay, now the next part is you're gonna need your thread. You can write things on here too. If you dry them off, you can write your intention on here, or you can write the target's name on here. This does not come towards you. This comes away from you. So I bind you away from me, out of my life forever and always. That's how you do that part. This is where I like to get my oils. In this case, we're going to use control oil. And we're going to drop some into our hand. This is what the gloves are good for. And counterclockwise, you're going to empower this oil. You're going to rub your energy into this oil. And speak your intent. In this case, I bless and baptize this control oil, and as I rub this over you, I control your life, your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. You will never bother me again from this day forth. These can really come in handy when you don't want to touch certain things, but this shit stinks, so keep that in mind. I banish you away from me, out of my life. Mind, body, spirit, and soul, I banish you with this war water. Again, going clockwise or counterclockwise, so away from you. Going to banish them further with hot foot powder. So at this point, now, if you want to, there's a lot of different options you have. You can, as I said, add more stuff to this, burn candles around it, burn incense around it. You can add stones, you can add tarot cards, and focus. And then after, it's always good to burn a candle over the top of it by carving your intent here as well. Your intent to it, speak to your spirits about what you are doing here, thanking your spirits, telling the target exactly what's going to happen. And do not leave this spell unattended. Stay with it until it's all the way burnt down, and then dispose of it properly.